Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening. I have once again restocked the board, you guys. I'm like on a roll with these restocks now. So this one wasn't like crazy huge, but I guess it wasn't small either. But we did get some more Lost Origin. Oops. So we got that back on there. And then, oh, I'm just clicking all kinds of buttons on accident. My like mouse is like, the cord is partially like tangled with my keyboard. I don't know, that was confusing. But yeah, we've got more Lost Origin. We have 2 new magic sets on the board. I mean, they're not new, but they're new to the board. We have some Theros Beyond Death and New Capenna. Then I did get some Pokemon Go at a little bit of lower price, so that has been decreased. And then I did also get Pokemon Go and Silver Tempest ETBs. And I updated it so you guys can actually see how many of each type of ETB I have. So, there you go. Hey, welcome Detroit. It's good to have you. Yeah, so we got some more fun little things on the board. Should make for an exciting night. Gotta have lots and lots of fun tonight since I'll be busy most of the next few days of the week. Well, PayPal is accusing me of being a robot. Again. Why, PayPal? Why? I just want to log in. Okay, there we go. It's good now. We are all set and good to go. And I'm gonna start out the night with a New Capenna pack because I really want to. It's been a very long time since I've opened New Capenna. It was, I think this is the first set that I bought a whole case of boxes, if I remember correctly when this came out, so brings me back. But unfortunately back then I didn't really know what kind of cards I wanted to keep for myself, so I ended up like trading and selling a lot of cards that later I was like, oh, that actually would have been really nice for some of these decks. So we're gonna try again and get some cards that I'll actually put in my decks this time from New Capenna. So I guess first things first, we're gonna shuffle up the packs, because that is what we do. Also, fun fact, despite the fact that it's like freezing cold and absolutely nothing should be alive to give me allergies, I'm still having allergies every day. I don't understand what I'm allergic to, you guys. Like, what am I having allergic reactions to in the middle of winter? I don't know. I guess it's gotta be something like in my house. Like, am I just like allergic to my own room? That would be really weird. Is that even possible? I'm worried that it's like some of the like lotion or lip gloss or something really weird like that that I really like, though. You would think that would give me, like, you know, more skin type reactions, considering how bad my eczema has been most of my life. But, I don't know. It's just confusing and mysterious. Alright, let's see what New Capenna has in store for us. Today, we got an Angelic Sleuth for our art card. It's a Forest, Dig Up the Body, Incriminate, Extract the Truth, Chaldea Strongarm, Ceremonial Groundbreaker, Take to the Streets, Voice of the Vermin, Corpse Appraiser, Masked Bandits, we got Jax's, Jetmir's Fixer, and Athalia's Lieutenant. We got a list card on our very first pack. I do actually like this one. This one is funny for Human Tribal, which is very popular because there are a lot of crazy overpowered human cards. And you get a lot of counters, so it's great. I think I might use that one in a deck. I don't know for sure what deck, but that's not a bad hit, so I will happily take that. Jax's is okay. I just already have a way cooler version of the card. There was an extended foil for the buy a box promo when the set came out, so that one's a little bit spicier than the regular one. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with Athalia's Lieutenant. I think it's like a couple $1 card at least, so we take that. Seems like a lot more people have been playing it lately too. Like, I know I've had multiple people like ask about it at work in the last little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's about like a $2 card. Either way, a fun one. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to. using that one. Anyways, let's go ahead and check orders now. See if we've got anything else to open yet. I don't think so. So we'll just vibe for a bit. But yeah, the next couple days are going to be getting incredibly busy because tomorrow we've got to get everything set up, and then Saturday is YuGiOh Originals. So it's gonna be pretty crazy. Also, my camera up here is like, I can't, oh, I'm gonna knock it over. Oh my goodness, I don't know what the problem is, but it just, I think that's better. I think it's slightly more centered now, but I'm not sure. But it feels like a little bit off. I don't know. It's doing something. Maybe I'm just like, whoop. I think that's closer to where it's supposed to be, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe I just like, I don't know. Still getting used to having moved all of my stuff around, and it doesn't help that the camera also isn't like firmly fastened in place. It's just kind of chilling. So if I like bump my computer at all, it will definitely fall over. But it's okay. It's fine. It's not a problem. Anyways, I guess while we were waiting to get some orders in, I want to review the new Capenna set list. So let's do that. Check out what the main spices. I mean, I have an idea of what the main hits are. We have the Ledger Shredder, Obnixilis, and the Triomes. Let's see, I just want to look at the cards from the actual set. Cards. And it's showing me the promo pack things. I just want the main set. There we go. Alright, so of course the gilded foils are like extra expensive, but those are pretty hard to pull out of set packs. You typically get them out of collector packs, but if I do happen to pull a Raffine, Zeotora, Jetmir, Obnixilis, any of these spicy ones, that'd be pretty sweet. Also, this is interesting. For some reason, there's an Asian English exclusive treasure token? Malaysia. Not one that we can pull because I don't live in Malaysia. Then, let's see. So there's a Ledger Shredder. Of course, that's kind of the main thing I am watching for. But we do have some other silly guys. What's funny is I don't think I ever pulled an Urabrask out of this set. Like, you know, I opened a lot of it, but I just didn't. And I did get some of the Triomes, but I got rid of most of them and then was like, wait, I actually want these. So, a little bit of an oof. Why do there so many cool, like, Asian English exclusive tokens from this set? Like, wow, I kind of want those. And they just keep coming! That's, like, a lot of spicy tokens. Then, Obnixilis is pretty funny. I have him in at least one of my decks, and it's always fun when I get him. Bootlegger's Stash is pretty silly as well. And Ginny Faye, I didn't actually realize that she was... I guess that's the gilded foil, so it's going to be a bit more expensive, but I don't think I ever pulled a Luxior either, which I definitely need this for my, oh, what's it called? My Rogrek deck. It's so funny. It's so very funny. And the Titan of Industry is pretty silly too. Couple other spicy things, more Planeswalkers. The Planeswalkers are so pretty. I really want this Vivian. Like, I don't even have a deck to put it in. I just want it because it's such a gorgeous card. And I know I need more professional face breakers. I'd love it if I got an extended art. The only professional face breakers I had, because I don't think I ever was able to pull them or I just sold them, but all I have right now is just the Jumpstart reprint, and I really want more, because it's a funny card. Elspeth Resplendent is pretty silly. The Halo Fountain, I've been meaning to put one in my Tristani deck for a very long time, but it still has not happened. Arcane Bombardment's pretty good. Gyara Font of Hope. I think I need to put this in my Kalia deck, but I don't think I currently own one, so I need one of these too. It's pretty funny. It's just gonna make all of my angels a little bit stronger, And, you know, it's a great backup for if for some reason I can't get Kalia out, she can help me cast angels. But yeah, we got a good handful of fun cards to chase in this set. Got a couple really good uncommons too. This should be fun. Void Rend. We like uncounterable destruction. Yeah, so those are what I'm looking for in there. Let's glance at orders real quick. I'm gonna open another pack. I'm not supposed to open all of these, but the chance that I open all of them is unfortunately higher than the chance that I don't. But it's okay. It's fine. It's not a problem. No, not at all. Alright, we got a Falco Spara. Here's a beautiful island. I love that. Foil. Security Bypass, Corrupt Court Official, Disdainful Stroke, Ominous Parcel, Mage's Attendant, Rumor Gatherer. I love this card. So, like, underappreciated. It's hilarious. Darling of the Masses, Dusk Mangler, Sparrow's Educators, got Fight Rigging for our rare, Glittering Stockpile, and then we have Safina, Spear Sage Deserter. This one is from the, like, one of the weird subsets that I don't even know what to call it, but it's a card that does stuff. Let's see, when it attacks, investigate once for each non-token attacking creature. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Maybe I'll put that in my legendary creature deck. That could be fun. It could be. Alright, well I would say that wasn't a bad pack. Should I open one more? The answer is no, I shouldn't, but will I? Yes. Yes, I will. We want even more silly cards. Got a Prosperous Partner. Whoops. It's stuck. There we go. Ooh. Oh my goodness, look at this signature. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. It's like my favorite signature I've seen on one of these art cards. That's so cute. I'm curious if it's worth anything because it's just like absolutely adorable. I feel like it's probably not, but like, I love this. This is like the art card that I probably cared for the most out of like any art cards. It's like 80 cents. Not terrible, not great, but the cat signature, I love that. Amazing. Got a Forest, Hold for Ransom, Killshot, Broker's Veteran, Corpse Appraiser, Rogue's Gallery, Carmella, Nimble Arsonist, Masked Bandits, Broker's Charm, a Wiretapping. I always remember that I got the pre-release promo of this in my pre-release kit from this set. Ooh, Spiteful Repossession holofoil. We take those. This is actually from the Commander subset. I don't really know what all of our chases in the Commander subset are. Of course, I also don't even know what all you can actually pull from the Commander subset. But you know, I think this is a fun one for sure. Because this was before I started buying like one of each Commander deck for each set. So this is it's a fun little find. So the main card we want from the subset is Smuggler's Share. Let's see, there's Benny Brax. Let's see, I'll move this so you guys can actually see. Can't get that because it's an uncommon. You can only pull the rares. Crescendo. Reign of Riches. I do really need one of those. Resourceful Defense. Currency Converter is kind of funny. Weathered Sentinels. Not the regular Reign of Riches. Get this Cute Swarm. Resourceful Defense, but less spicy. Oh, Beastmaster's Ascension would be funny too. There are definitely some alright stuff we could pull from the subset. Jolene would be cool too. I don't think I have a Jolene. Got all kinds of silly stuff in here. Yeah, so fun. I like that we got something from the Commander subset. I don't know where this one is. Somewhere. Because this one... Oh yeah, because this one hurts them for having more lands. And then you get like treasure tokens. And we love more treasure tokens. Man, some of these cards are pretty funny. I do need a good handful of the Commander cards from in here. I don't know where this one is. With spiteful repossession. Guess it's probably just not worth a ton, but I don't really care. It's still cool. Yeah, there's some fun stuff in here. Go ahead and move that back down. And yeah, I would say we've been doing pretty alright with these packs. Makes me want to open more. Should I? No, I really shouldn't. Will I? We'll find out, I guess. We will find out. Yeah, we don't have anybody really chatting at the moment. It's really random. It could very easily suddenly get super busy, or it could just be super silent and I'll end the stream after like a half hour. Anything is possible. It's very random, and I mean, it's not like I can do a long stream tonight anyways, because I'm not going to be getting much sleep this weekend, so I need to get as much sleep as I can tonight, so that I can survive the next 2 days. Because between Friday and Saturday, that night, there's no way I'll be able to get more than about 6 hours of sleep. But honestly, being realistic, I'm probably gonna get like 3, which is so bad. I need a lot more sleep than 3 hours a night, but yeah, that's that. Anyways, I'm gonna open a silver Tempest pack too. We'll at least get one code card for tonight. See if I can pull anything silly from in here. Have a Petalil and a soon Braviary. No spice. There is our code card. Stick these in my weird little bulk pile up there. Nice. And you know, while we're at it, while I'm making poor decisions, let's open a YuGiOh pack too. Haven't seen any ultra rares yet out of here. So, you got Jinzojector, Mechlord Astro Dragon Asterix, Holding Legs, Amplifier, and Reactor Slime. No spice. We still have not found an ultra rare. We pulled a couple of supers, but none of the ultras yet. So, we need to get some more spice. My self-control is non-existent today, I guess. We're just playing around a little bit. It's gonna be a long weekend, so oh, we got a cool Jetmir one. Might as well do something fun for tonight. See something spicy in here. We got a Vivian on the Hunt and the Halo Fountain. Oh, that is spicy. Oh, and a Rune Grinder. That is a reprint from Commander 2021. Let's get the hand of draw 7 cards. Oh, that's silly. I have a friend that I think might really like this. But this Halo Fountain, when this set released, this borderless foil was like a $40 card. I actually pulled one back when it released, and I was going to put it in my Tristani deck, and I never did. But now I have 2, which is kind of fun. It's definitely not a $40 card anymore, but it's still about 8 or 9, so that was a very, very nice pull for sure. That whole pack was just solid. I mean, this is a foil borderless mythic. Vivian is another mythic, and we had a list rare. That was amazing. That was pretty amazing. And Vivian, I think she's just like a couple dollars, but I really want that spicy borderless Vivian. That's what we are hoping for, but I will take any Vivian, because Planeswalkers are always fun. One day I'm going to build a Planeswalker deck, and it's going to be super cool, but I don't know when. But one day. Let's see. Now, the Rune Grinder isn't particularly expensive, but it is only printed in Commander 2021 and then this list printing, so not bad. Definitely not an easy card to get a hold of. It's got mountain cycling. It's funny. I like it. I approve. Stick that over my little pile. It's first I had YuGiOh cards. Pokemon fan. Now I lost them. Whoops. Yeah, seems that's the case for a lot of people. Had some random stuff from different TCGs, and then they just disappear. I fortunately haven't had to deal with that problem too much, but that's just because I didn't collect when I was younger. I wish I did. It'd be super cool if I did, but I didn't, unfortunately, so I just have the stuff that I've collected in the past, like, 2.5 years, which, I mean, is honestly really good, and kind of better than a lot of people that have been collecting a lot longer. I doubt it's because of what happened last night. I just started a little bit earlier than I typically do, so most of my viewers usually don't show up until closer to like midnight or 1, but last night was annoying. I was not sure what was happening, but I really hate having to ban people from my chat. Like, I don't want to have to do that, because that's just lame. But sometimes people just do not want to, I don't know, they just want to be difficult, so I guess it is what it is. Tonight, I will have no mercy for people that just want to make my chat an absolute mess. None of that today. But you know what we are doing today? Opening more packs. I really didn't intend to just open a bunch of these, but sometimes it's nice to just open a bunch of silly stuff. Try and pull some extra spicy cards. Got an Avon, Heartstabber, and Lagrella. Our token is this nice little rogue. He looks very violent, but he's just vibing. Oh wait, huh? That's a gilded foil! I didn't realize that at first. Fun. So we did get a gilded foil. I don't believe this one is worth much, if anything, but that is pretty silly that we got a gilded foil Lagrella. Gotta love that texture. It's like maybe $1, but I like it. Look at that texture. Very nice. Broken Bond, Hunt for the I wish, but that one's a little bit too much out of my budget, cause see, I can open like 4 new Capenna packs or 1 Unbroken Bonds pack, and tonight I just want to open a lot of stuff, so I probably don't want to go with the most expensive pack on the board. As fun as it would be, I actually already have the Rainbow Reshazard. I pulled it, oh, it would have been over a year ago now, I think, but I do have one, so I'm pretty set. I've got the oh, what is it? I have the Japanese Golden Reshazard, which is like a $2-ish to $300 card in Japanese because it's not a promo. And of course I also have the English one because it's just a promo. It's kind of cheap. And then I got the English Rainbow Reshazard. And then I think I just also have like the regular print. I don't know that I have the full art one, but I obviously have better ones, so I don't need the full art. Open a trick or trade, number 1 through 15. I'm gonna say 6. Hey, welcome Lunar, how is it going? You're just vibing at the moment. I keep opening packs. I pulled some silly stuff though, so we're doing pretty alright. Like, I did not buy this new Capenna box just for me to open all of it, but, you know, sometimes I just want to open a bunch of stuff. Got Mari the Killing Quilt, very spicy. Island, Ruffian's Informant, Ruffian's Guidance, Deal Gone Bad, Run Out of Town, Out of the Way, Slip Out the Back, Public Enemy, Skybridge Towers, Cabaret Charm. Hey, we got a Ginny Faye, we take those. Mass Bandits and Wernog Rider's Chaplain. Honestly, I feel like we're doing really good with this box so far. I'm quite happy with a lot of my pulls. Of course, I still need some triumphs. And maybe... What's funny is I actually don't really play more than like 1 Ledger Shredder. I own like 2. I only play 1 of them, but it's just such a funny card that I just want to have tons. Yeah, Pokemon most likely will never be reprinting Unbroken Bonds again because it has been out of standard for between 1 and 2 years now, and I don't think they're printing anything else from Sun and Moon anymore. If they did, it would be like Cosmic Eclipse, since that was like the last set. So unfortunately, let's go singles. Yeah, I mean, I just enjoy opening Magic because I play the game, and so I like to have a lot of cards and see a lot of different stuff, and just like any game, I just like opening packs, and I know that the cards that I pull out of my Magic packs that I'll definitely be using And I mean, like, if there's specific stuff I want, I can, you know, buy a single or trade for it, but most of the time I just like to open it for fun and get all kinds of stuff. Pack number 6. Yes, the Gengar is definitely the main card that you want out of there. I mean, Gengar is just always a good choice. We like Gengars. Let's see. I'm gonna check orders real quick. Maybe. So far, PayPal's been loading alright tonight, so let's hope that it continues. No Gengar. Sad times. What holo did you get then? I mean, I also do really like the Mimikyu. That one's pretty cute. Just a silly little Mimikyu. I really like Mimikyu. I still need that VMAX character card Mimikyu. One day I'm gonna get it. But you know what I'm gonna get today? Whatever is in this new Capenna pack. I really should be keeping track of how many I've opened, but I think there still should be more than 20, so it's fine. We got an Hello the Painter. What a silly guy. Plains, Broker's Hideout, Skirmish Storefront, and Maestro's Theater, and Cabaret Courtyard. We're getting all of the lands like this. It's funny, I noticed this was a very constant thing that was happening when I opened the whole case of this set, like these 4 cards all being together. Then we got the Riveteer's Charm, Crew Captain, Mr. Orfeo, Riveteer's Charm, but spicier. We have a Vazzy Key Negotiator. That is another one from the subset. Nice! We got our Spicy Triumph, Jetmir's Garden. That is a Prize Fight holofoil. And our token is a Citizen. That was pretty alright. Got a card from the subset. And Jetmir's Garden, which I think Jetmir's Garden is like $8-ish at the moment. I don't currently have any decks that are red, green, white, but I need to build one at some point. And then Vazzy. What does Vazzy do? Target opponent creates X treasure tokens, where X is the number of treasure tokens you created this turn. Whenever an opponent casts a spell or activates an ability, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast or activate it, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then draw a card. It's like, it's kind of interesting, but also could be really bad. But it's funny. It's definitely unique. It'd be a really weird commander to build. I'm sure there's some really funny shenanigans that you could do with it, but they'd have to be very carefully planned out, I feel like. But it is funny. Pack 3. Gotta get that Gengar. How was my Christmas? My Christmas was pretty chill, you know? I just opened Gift with Friends. Well, both of my family. I guess I gave my friends gift on like the Fridays before, but on actual Christmas I opened presents with my family and then went to church, and then that was about it. I just like vibed the rest of the day. Got some rest. I was really tired on Christmas because the night before I had done a bunch of push-ups to show off how many push-ups I can do. So my arms and shoulders were tired. And twin casters. That's a lot of elephants. You want to know what's really fun? What's really fun with tokens is when you have 16 doubling seasons on the board. That was such a hilarious game. I was playing my Tristani deck, which is the first deck I built. And you know, doubling season, making double tokens. And somebody played this goofy card where it did something really good for them, but each other player got to make a copy of a permanent that they controlled. I, of course, chose my doubling season. I was like, I want to have 2 doubling seasons. And my deck has a lot of, like, token creation and populate. So you better believe I kept making more and more and more doubling seasons. The math got so absurd to keep track of how many doubling seasons I had. It was hilarious. But then I ended up decking myself, so I still lost, but it was so funny. I was like, this is great. Had to do some pretty hardcore math. It was so funny. But unfortunately somebody somehow was playing some card that was like bouncing everybody's creatures to hand, like, every turn. I honestly feel like, I'm like, I don't know what was going on there, but I really should have asked to, like, read the card myself instead of just go along with whatever they were saying, because it was kind of sketchy. But, you know, at the end of the day, I had a great time with that game, so I don't really care all that much. But it's pretty funny how many tokens you can get. And I was gaining, like, infinite life, too, because all those doubling seasons, I have Tristani out, which I gain life equal to the toughness of any creature that enters the battlefield under my control. So if I'm just making, like, 2 million tokens per turn, that's a lot of life gain. It's a lot of life gain. It was amazing. It was quite silly. Alright, I'm gonna check orders again. Got the Gengar, nice. That is what we like to see. That's what we like to see. I don't believe we have any orders, so we'll just keep vibing. There's a card that kills you if you have more than 20 health? I do not know what that one is, but that sounds really interesting. I know there are cards that, like, you win the game if you have more than, like, 40 or 50, but destroying you if you have more than 20. That sounds very broken. Especially in Commander, where you start with more than 20 life. It's like, oh, whoops, I didn't lose any life, so I lose the game. That sounds concerning. For many reasons. Anyways, more new Capenna. Got Giada, Font of Hope for our art card. If I can just pull a Giada now, because I need one. Get a Plains, Revelation of Power, Celebrity Fencer, Hold for Ransom, Social Climber, Security Rocks, Bouncer's Beatdown, Venom Connoisseur, Glamorth Outlaw, Cabaretti Charm. We have a Broker's Ascendancy for our rare, Venom Connoisseur in foil, and this cute little treasure token. Let's see. Silver Tempest. What about the Silver Tempest? Luigi? What about Luigi? And Lugia? I am very lost as to what you're talking about, but you seem to be having fun, I think? I am a bit lost, though, I won't lie. Just a bit lost. And confused. But you know, we're just chilling. I need some lip gloss. My lips have been so dry. I'm not enjoying the cold weather for that reason. I do really like that I can wear all my really pretty, like, warm clothes. I love all my cardigans and sweaters and stuff, so I do like that part of the winter time. But today it was brutal. When I, like, walked out my front door to go, like, get in my car and drive to work, I was not prepared for the chaotic weather out there. Like, I walk out and I just start getting, like, pummeled by rain that's going sideways. Like, it was super windy, like, pretty intense wind, but it was also raining, so the rain was just, like, being pushed by the wind, like, at everything sideways, and it was not very pleasant. Like, I wonder if my phone will tell me, like, how fast the wind was going, because, like, it was messy when I was trying to leave. I was like, this is kind of horrible. Let's see if it'll tell me how fast the wind was today. Maybe it won't. Right now it's only 6 miles per hour. It was obviously a lot faster than that earlier. But looks like it won't tell me what the wind speed was at earlier. Oh, it might snow tonight. Oh wow, there might be a lot of snow. Not fun. Not fun at all. I mean, snow is kind of fun, but not fun for trying to drive in, especially when a lot of people are just not great at driving. Like, it's pretty rough. I won't lie. But, you know, I guess I will just have to deal with it. I mean, usually at least, like, roads are all plowed and, like, somewhat visible by the time I leave my house. But I guess the main problem for me is with snow is when it snows in the evening, and so it gets me on my way home from work, because usually I'm heading home sometime between like 9 p.m. and midnight. And so like usually the roads are not being plowed at that time. So there's been a couple of times where the roads have been really messy. And it also does not help that the lines on the road are already really, really hard to see. Like if it's dark outside at all, that you cannot see the lines on the road. There's like zero reflectiveness from like lights on them. Like you just can't. And so if there's a little bit of snow on top of the lines, you're just out of luck. You will not be able to tell where the lines are. You just gotta follow the tire tracks in front of you and hope for the best. That was an interesting night when I had to go home without any idea where the lines on the road were. I was like, all right, well, I'll just follow the tire tracks of the car that was here before me, and hopefully I'll get home safely. And I did, fortunately, but it was an interesting drive. Every time I took a turn, the Altima would start like drifting sideways, and I was like, this is not good. I never had the Jeep do that, but the Altima, it likes to just, when the roads are icy enough, it will just woo. It was rough. I had to put so much effort into turning and just hoping that I didn't like slide too far into the intersection. I don't even know what the Megan movie is, I'm not gonna lie. Michigan. Oh, I bet there's a lot of snow. Yeah. Some people just, it amazes me how idiotically they can drive. Like, yes, it can be fun to drift and play in the snow, but not on public roads. This is not a good place for that. If you want to do that, find a really large empty parking lot, and even then you should be careful. And I don't know, a lot of people like to mess around and do it in the wrong place just to make it a little bit extra bad. Anyways, I'm opening another Nika pen pack. Let's see what we can get out of this one. The Beamtown Bullies. I had a friend that built this deck. I don't know if they still have it, but it was a pretty brutal deck as far as I can remember. I also got this Spicy Mountain. Join the Maestros, Maestros Initiate, Obscura Initiate, Broker's Initiate, all the Initiates, Fatal Grudge, Pugnacious Puglist, Pyrus Ledge Arsonist, Glittering Stockpile, Nimble Arsonist, we got a Tolus Clever Conductor for our rare, a Little Chat for the foil, and another Citizen token. That wasn't very exciting, so I'm going to make the poor decision to open another one. Poor decision making at its finest. Nah, it's okay, I think. I'm pretending it's okay. Flawless Forgery. How fancy. Alright, we got a Force, Revel Ruiner, Boon of Safety, Backup Agent, Involuntary Employment, Rob the Archives, Nimble Arsonist, Obscura Charm, Sparrows, Adjudicators, Mr. Orfeo, we have the Park Heights Pegasus Mage's Attendant, and a Devil token. This one is a fun one to play cards that make it. Obnixilis is one of them. That's why I want another Obnixilis, so I can make more just little silly tokens. I like me some little silly tokens, especially in my sacrifice deck, because then every time I sacrifice a little token, my opponents all get pinged, and it's funny. I find it to be a very enjoyable time. I am going to check orders again. We're going for like a little over half an hour. Haven't seen any so far, but we'll give it just a little bit longer in case we have anybody show up and want to open some packs, because I do not know when I will be able to do another stream. Probably not tomorrow, but I might try to do one on Saturday depending on how drained I am, but chances are I probably won't be streaming again until like Monday or Tuesday, whenever I recover from YuGiOh Regionals. Some guy was trying to hammer it. Like, hammer the ice? Almost slid onto the sidewalk and would have hit me. That doesn't sound like a very fun time. Yeah, it amazes me how good some people are at just making horrible decisions when driving. I like to think that at least for the most part I'm a pretty careful driver. I always leave an excessive amount of following distance. Like, I'm like, if anybody's going to come to an immediate halt, I'm going to make sure that I have plenty of space to stop, because I do not want to be involved in a fender bender. The one time I was involved in a fender bender was bad enough. Of course, that was largely attributed to the fact that there was a Karen involved, and she just, of course, made it as difficult as possible for everybody. She also got us all tickets. I give her 100% credit for the tickets, because the tickets that we got were for obstructing traffic for a prolonged period of time. But so there were like 4 cars involved. There were 4 of us. 3 of us were like, "Hey, let's go move into that parking lot right there instead of sitting in the middle of the road. Isn't that a great idea?" And Karen was like, "No, I won't move." And we were just, what do you mean? Why do you want to sit in the middle of the road? So we sat in the middle of the road and got tickets. Sad times, very sad times. But you know, ever since then I've been extra careful, because if you never are in any kind of sketchy car situation, you don't have to deal with Karens in sketchy car situations. So that was, yeah, don't want to do that again. No, it was annoying. Just because of her. Everybody else was super chill. Like, we were all like, you know, let's take care of this. It was kind of funny, though, because I was, you know, the youngest person involved, probably by a good bit. And I was very much, like, in shock, because I'd never been in any kind of car accident before. And so I was just like, what's happened? And then they're like, "Hey, can you call the police?" And I was just like, okay. But I did, and, you know, they got there, and because of Karen, they gave us tickets. Sad times, very sad times. But yeah, now I always leave an excessive amount of following distance, and I try my best to be a very careful and thoughtful driver, especially when I'm like in the middle of like big traffic jams. I'm like, I will leave lots of extra space. So one, if anybody needs to change lanes, they don't have to have a panic attack about trying to figure out where they can change lanes, because I've been in that position before. You know, when traffic's just like bumper to bumper and you're like, wow, I really need to get into the other lane or I'm gonna miss my turn. And so you just like, you turn on your blinker and nobody makes an opening for you. So you're just like, I'm running out of time. I need to get in the other lane. So that's why I care a lot about leaving extra room. 1, to avoid fender benders and other silly avoidable accidents, and 2, so that people don't have to stress like crazy about trying to change lanes, because man, is that such a stressful thing. Apparently I look sus. It's funny how they just make anything a problem. I mean, like the other day, I haven't dealt with nearly any Karens at work before, but there's been one person that, like, I guess most of the Karen type people I've dealt with at work have been guys, and I don't know, everybody seems very divided on what we call guy Karens. Some people say Chads, but a lot of other people are like, no, Chads are something else, and I don't know, but there was one time where there was a woman Karen that it was such a silly thing. Like, you know, they were just buying some Pokemon cards, like some singles for their kid. And, like, we have always had the rule that we do not do returns on, like, singles. We can do it for sealed product that's still sealed. But, like, just like a pawn shop or something. You can't just be like, hey, I bought this thing from this pawn shop, like, last week. I'm bringing it back. Please give me the exact amount of money that I spent on it. Like, that's not how used merchandise works. If you're buying something that's been used, it's usually non-refundable, and that was the case here. And so, as she was, like, packing up to leave with, like, the 10 cards she purchased, she pulled out her little bag that she'd been like keeping the cards she'd been buying for her kids, and realized that one of the cards that she just bought was the same one. It was a $2 card, and she flipped out when I said that we can't do returns on singles. I could not do a return on the $2 card. She was very, very mad. Fortunately, my manager was just like, whatever, just do the return. It was not worth the fit that the lady was throwing. I was like, you know, like, I get, like, that it can be maybe upsetting to realize that you wasted some money on something, but it was $2, and you have 2 kids, so how about they just both get one? That's okay. Like, what's wrong with that? Why can't they both have one? But, yeah, that was something. But, I haven't seen her since, and I think, I hope for all of us involved that she doesn't come back. Because maybe she hates our store now because we told her that we don't do returns on used items. And that's okay. It was all right with me. Darren, I mean, you know, that makes enough sense to me. Yeah, fortunately for the most part, the vast majority of the people I deal with at work are pretty chill. I mean, we're just here to collect shiny cardboard. Like, it's pretty chill. Yeah, there's definitely a variety of card shops in terms of how they market and sell stuff. Our shop, we try to stick to MSRP as much as possible. There are very few cases when we'll, like, up the price on something, but that's usually things that are being, like, scalped in the secondhand market, like, excessively. So in order to, like, discourage the scalping, we might, like, increase it by, like, $5, you know? Not, like, some crazy amount, like, things that... We try to keep our prices pretty reasonable, but... There's some places that are just like, here are our high prices, it is what it is, you can buy stuff if you want. You know what's the craziest, though? Is there's this one place that I was so annoyed that they always had such higher prices, and I found out why, and I was like, now that's just rough for you guys. Apparently their distributor scalps. So their distributor is like, hey, here's this item, but I won't sell it to you at the wholesale value like I'm supposed to. I'll sell it to you for the recommended market price that you're supposed to sell it for. Like, what? So, sad times for them, but every once in a while they get, like, randomly really spicy stuff in, so every now and then I'll still stop by and grab stuff. But, you know, sometimes you can find pretty good deals at the other stores as well. I used to look for cards at Walmart a lot. Like, last year, or 2021, was like, what, 2 years ago now? I spent a lot of time going between lots of, you know, Walmart's, Target, Best Buys. Unfortunately, the Barnes & Nobles that is close to where I live stopped carrying Pokemon like a few years ago. So I was very disappointed when I showed up around the time that people were like finding hidden fates at Barnes & Nobles, and I was like, hey, do you guys have Pokemon cards? And they're like, nope, we don't carry those anymore. And I was just like, okay, I'll go home now. It was sad. So, yeah. Very sad times. Alright, let's check orders again. We're about to an hour. I think if we hit the hour mark and don't have any orders, I'm just gonna wrap it up for the night, and I might get some sleep tonight. And by might, I mean probably not, because I still most likely am going to have some bad insomnia. But in the very least, I can just like chill, or I can work on TCG Player. I do need to work on some TCG Player stuff before the weekend, because I will be very busy and doing like absolutely nothing but you know, preparing for and doing the YuGiOh regionals. But it should be a lot easier than last time, one, because it's not my first time, and two, because it should be a significantly smaller event. I mean, especially with the time of year that it is. It's like it's the middle of the winter. People just used all their vacation time for the holidays, so it should be a little bit quieter. So that should be good. And, you know, I know what to expect. I think the worst part about regionals is cleaning the bathroom. You have to, like every hour, somebody has to go clean the bathroom, and it's always just to, like, all the employees look at each other like, I don't want to be the one to clean the bathroom, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world to clean the bathroom. There was also this one time when somebody spilled, like, their entire drink on the floor in front of our, like, fridge with, like, our like, sodas and stuff for people, and mopping that up with everybody, like, everywhere was not super fun, but it was okay. Yeah, a ton of, like, just random stores that don't specialize in Pokemon cards but used to carry them were just like, nah, we're not gonna deal with the crazy Pokemon people. We'll just stop carrying these. There were so many places that did that. I'm curious now if, like, some of those stores that happened to, like, a couple of years ago, if they're, you know, opened back up again and selling. I mean, I guess that they never closed, but I mean, like, start selling Pokemon again, but I don't have the time to check. I don't have time to just drive from store to store looking for Pokemon cards every day. That was such a fun time, you know? But then I got more jobs and gas prices went pew! But fortunately, gas prices are steadily going down. It's great. Like, every week they go down like 5 to 10 cents for the past couple months. And so every time I see, like, the signs go down, I'm just like, yes, this is so much better. Because it has been brutal the last little bit. Alright, we have 5 minutes left. I'm gonna open another pack of Nuka Penna. I'm just gonna put it at 15 plus because I really don't know how many packs I still have in there. But let's see if we can get some more silliness. Got our backup agent. Here's a Spicy Swamp, Echo Inspector, Capenna Express, Gilded Pinions, Strangle, Citizen's Crowbar, Disciplined Duelist, Knockout Blow, Patch Up, Masked Bandits. We got Rabble Rousing. This one's pretty funny. Cabaret Courtyard, Foil, and a Citizen Token. Is it cold? Outside, yes. Inside, not at the moment because my space heater is on. So it's actually kind of warm in here. But once I turn the space heater off, it is going to become very cold. But I like it that way. I like it to be really cold when I sleep because I got this amazing heated blanket and it is the most fantastic thing. I have my heated blanket and my weighted blanket now. So, like, it's just like this cocoon of just, like, soothing comfort, and so my room, it'll be freezing cold, but I'll have my heated blanket and my weighted blanket, and so I'm just super comfy and it's great. I really enjoy those. But outside, very much so. I guess it is barely above freezing at the moment. It's only 34 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's below freezing most of the time. It's kind of surprising that it's 34 at the moment. Like, it was a lot colder earlier, I believe. I mean, today it hasn't been as cold as some of the days in the last little bit, but I guess it is warming up slightly this week. So, waiting for Crown Zenith. Man, I'm so excited for Crown Zenith. It is going to be very exciting. We've got a lot of big stuff coming this month. I mean, I think the new YuGiOh set comes out next week. New Magic set next week. Crown Zenith in a couple weeks. All kinds of silliness is gonna be happening. Yeah, a lot of stores also, like, hidden behind the front desk. Like, I know a lot of the Walgreens in my area still have theirs hidden behind the front desk, but, you know, it was an interesting time. 2020 and 2021 for Pokemon collecting was just something else. But I had a fun time with it. I enjoyed it. It's pretty silly. So this is totally random, totally off topic, but I've been thinking about it lately. But so I have a bunch of really cool Magic posters that I've gotten from work. Because for every new set every new Magic set, we get a promotional poster. And we only keep those posters up for so long before we get new ones and have to replace them. And so the employees get the old posters. And so the handful of them that I've been able to get, they're so pretty, but, like, I'm always so worried about, like, ripping them, and I don't want to, like, have to tape them to the wall or something. So I need to get a whole bunch of like big poster frames, but big poster frames and buying a lot of them gets kind of expensive. And one of the posters I have is really large. It's like, I think it's like almost as tall as I am. But I'm like, I don't even know where I'm supposed to get a frame that big. So I don't know if that one will actually get framed, but I want to get like some nice frames for him and then just cover one of my walls with all my Magic posters, and it's gonna look so sweet. And so I need to get a bunch of big frames, and it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, I really need some frames to do that. Alright, you guys, we have like a minute left. I'm opening a couple more packs for myself, and then I think we are going to call it a night. It's been a pretty quiet stream, but we did get a vibe and have some fun little random conversations. We like fun little random conversations. Let's do a new Capenna, a Neon Dynasty, and I guess I'll leave my Theros box sealed. Do I want to do another Rage of Ra or another Pokemon? Let's do another Silver Tempest pack. There we go. Here are my 3 packs to finish it. Try it early. Oh yes, the Paldea boxes look so cute. I'm definitely gonna need a bunch of those to get the little pins. Alright, we have Lance and Ms. Magius. No Pokemon luck for me tonight. There's that code. Then we're on to Neon Dynasty. Whoa! Haha! This token is like a $5 token. I like that. That's funny. I had a friend commission me to make a custom one of these for them because they could not find the actual token. That's so sweet. I don't know if it's quite $5 still, but that's pretty great. We got a Shrine Steward, Geothermal Cami, Future Sentinel, Wanderer's Intervention, Unstoppable Ogre, Clawing Torment, Master's Rebuke, Gift of Wrath, Iganjo Exemplar, The Modern Age, Acquisition Octopus, Mech Hanger, Jugai Naturalist, we have Invoke Calamity Showcase, very pretty, and Bloodfell Caves. Yeah, the Mech Titan token was very obviously the best card in that pack. I'm actually kind of excited about that. I'm definitely going to flex this on my Magic Discord server. Be like, guys, I just pulled the hardest to get card out of Neon Dynasty, and they're going to be like, what? And I'll be like, this one, and then they'll be like, whoa. It should be fun. Alrighty. We got another Giada. Now if I could just get the actual card. Bay Mountain, Rakish Revelers, For the Family, Speakeasy Server, Maestra's Charm, Broker's Charm, Cabaretti Charm, Shattered Seraph, Obscura Charm. We got that Titan of Industry borderless, very pretty. Got a Gallagher's Disdainful Stroke, and finishing off with an Ogre Warrior token. Not bad. I do quite like that. The Titan of Industry. Alright, we're just gonna open one more. I know I said we'd be done after those 3, but just one more. That pack was too fun. So we need another one. We got Kit Kanto for our card. We have a Swamp, Mayhem Patrol, Ready to Rumble, Body Dropper, Girder Goons, Hypnotic Grifter, Illicit Shipment, Tainted Indulgence, Rakish Revelers, Cormella. Nice! We got another Triumph. That is just what we like to see. Jewel Thief, and Othelm, Sigardian Outcast. This box has been solid so far. 2 Triumphs, plus a few other pretty silly cards. I'm liking this box so far. Alrighty. Let me just check orders one last time to make sure we didn't get anything last second, but I think that is going to be it for the night. I'm gonna go eventually get some sleep. I don't know when, but I'm gonna try. Let's see. Yeah, looks like that will be it for tonight. It was a fun one. Not too crazy, but we just were vibing. I will hopefully be back eventually to do another stream, but I think that will be all for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time.